Hi friends, welcome back to my class. This class is a continuation of earlier classes where I have shown what is basic views. In today's class, I'll be showing some extensive uses of views such as slideshow, accordion, contextual filter, relationship. The first one is slideshow. So if you give you an example, it will be very easy for you to understand what is slideshow. I have opened one website where you can see in the home page there is one slideshow containing images and some text. Slideshow is very helpful highlighting the main contents of your website. It is very popular across different websites where people want to focus their main contents or product information in the form of slideshow. And this slideshow can be created using the views very easily. So let me show you in the views. So for this we need to first download the view slideshow plugin. You need to visit drupal.org to download the view slideshow module. So if you go down, you would see the modules in two different versions, such as for Drupal 8 and Drupal 7. So if you are running Drupal 7, then you need to download this one, and if you are running Drupal 8, then you need to download the Drupal this version. Okay, so in my Drupal instance I already added this module here. So if you search with views, so this is the view slideshow, and along with this also you need to add one plugin, views jQuery UI, which you need to put under the libraries folder. So that's it. And here let me show you, I have created couple of contents here under the news, and I have created one field called carousel. See, so I'll be pulling this carousel image into my slideshow. So let me go back to my views. You can create any new fresh view, or you can also add a new block inside the existing views as well. So I am showing you adding in the existing block. So let me create one block here. Let me give any name. So once you create any block, then it will also display in the block section. So let me apply this. And the advantage is using the block is that you can assign that particular block in any location of the theme. Okay, now let me select the format. So since I have added this slideshow plugin, it is showing here. You need to select a slideshow. I'm going to add into this block, so I'm selecting this block. Here a couple of settings are here, so you can select different animations from here. So I'm leaving the fade for now, so you can choose whatever you need. You can also select some actions here, for example pause on hover, play on hover, pause on click. So this is basically the actions on top of the slideshow. So if you want your user to pause on hover, so you need to select this. So I am keeping as is right now. So I am applying this. Now I am going to change this show field as fields, so that I can choose the field name for the slideshow. Okay, now it's done. So in the field section, by default it will always show the title. So I am adding the carousel image. So I can see it is already there, so I'm not searching. So I'm going to add this into this particular block. I don't want to display the level for image, so I'm deselecting this, and let me select the responsive slideshow image style. You can also leave with the any predefined image resolution, or you can select from here, but I'm selecting responsive because it will fit into any viewport. So I'm applying this. So in the preview section in the beneath, you can see this will display. So right now this content type is basic page, where it doesn't have the carousel field, and because of that it is not showing anything. So let me select the right content type. I'm deselecting basic page and just keeping the new content type, where I have already created the field called carousel. So let me overwrite into this block. I'm removing this expose thing because it is coming from the previous block. Since I'm working in the existing block, it was being cloned into this block section. But when you will create fresh, this criteria will not come here. Okay, now if you go beneath, you can see this is displaying here. This is your carousel. And if you want to display some contents or additional fields, you can also add here, so that it will display along with your slideshow. You can add some buttons here to go into any particular page where you would like to redirect. So now I am going to save this. So it's taking some time in my local system to save. Finally it is going to be saved. Now it's saved. Let me copy this text and search under the block section. So I'm going to the block section. Now it will be in disable state because I have not yet assigned this any particular location. So let me assign this to feature section, which is coming just in front of the menu section, just beneath the menu sections actually. So I have assigned this. I'm going to the home page and let me see if it is reflecting. Yes, so this is reflecting here. You see the slideshow is coming. So you can see some additional text is here. So if you don't want to show this, let me go back to this block section, and if you copy paste this none, it will basically will not show the title. So let me save this. So your slideshow is ready. So the friends, the next section in the views is accordion. So accordion is also very important when you would like to display certain FAQ section, for example. So if I give you an example in a website, it will be easy for you to understand. So in this particular section under the world of literature, you can see some title and the description related to that title is displaying like this. So your content seems quite organized in a certain block where you can use the accordion. And apart from these, you can create some questionnaire sections. For example, in the title there would be some questions, and under that the answers will be there. So when you click on that, it will collapse and then you can see the contents. So this is also can be easily achieved through Drupal views. For that you need to go into drupal.org and you need to download this views accordion module. So you need to download the versions whichever you are using as a Drupal instance. So I am here using Drupal 7, so I downloaded this version and I already added in my Drupal instance. You can see here the views accordion which is displaying here. I already enabled this. So let me go back to my views. I'll be using the same existing views, and as I have mentioned before, you can create any new views as well. So I'm creating this also as a block, and I want to pull the contents from a certain content type and attach it to particular location in the theme. Okay, so let me give you the name. views accordion. Now let me select the format, which should be views accordion. Let me add into this particular block. So friends, don't forget to select this block, otherwise it will get overwritten across the other views. Now here, row to display open on start, if you select none, then by default all the accordion sections will be shown as closed. And here you can select the animation time. You can also select the animation effect, how that accordion should open and close. So right now I am just leaving as is, but you can also try using the other options as well. Now here in the field section, right now it is only one field is showing. Let me add one more fields here. For example, I want to add the body sections inside the accordion. So I mistakenly select the all display, but anyways, let me change it here. I don't want to show the label. I'm adding this. So if you go into the preview section, you can see here. So you can see some issues is showing here. So it needs to select the fields in order to work properly. So you can change according to the alert message here. So let me choose this and go into the preview section. So here you can see it is the accordion is ready. So if you click on title, it will show the description inside the area. So let me show you some interesting fact here. So if you rearrange this, for example, if you drag the body a little up and add this, so it will get reversed here. Okay, so body has come as a title and the answers is coming just beneath that in the form of title. So here the philosophy is that the first field will show which is in the order as title, and the answer section inside the collapsed area, it will show as the second row. Okay, so you can change the arrangement from here. So let me save this. So since I have created this as a block, it should also render under the block section. Let me copy this, go into the block section. Now let me search with this. I can see here. Let me add this in the sidebar first location or the region and the theme. So let me go into the home page to see if it is reflecting or not. Yes, so you can see this accordion is added here. It looks pretty nice here to have this. You can add more text here once you click here. Okay, so this is all about creating accordion very easily. So the next item is a contextual filter. So let me give you an idea what is a contextual filter. It basically pulls the list of contents based on the arguments from the URL. It is very important when you want to display certain list of contents based on content ID, content name, taxonomy ID, taxonomy name, or from the logged in user details. And this is very important for in order to see the dynamicity of the record. So let me show you how to do this. Let me edit any existing view. So in the right hand side, if you see the advanced section, and under that the contextual filter is appearing. So let me add some contextual filter ID. So I want to display the list of contents based on NID from the URL dynamically. So that's why I am selecting NID. NID is actually the unique ID referring to any contents. So here you would get some options when the filter ID will not present in the URL, then this actions will happen. So let me select access denied. So you can select that, or you can display the summary like this. And if you want to select, and if you want to override the titles, I mean, when there will be no records, there will be no NID present there, so this title will override the default title in the result. So let me show you. So I'm saving this right now. So if you go down, you can see in the preview section what is happening. So when it is not getting anything as an argument in the URL, then it will show by default this list of contents. And you can also check from here before saving. For example, if you submit 8 for a node ID 8, it will display the record for the NID 8. So let me save this and go into the front end to show you more realistically. So it's saving now. Now finally it got saved. So if you see in the URL, you can see the URL name, and then after that the URL ID. The URL NID is 8, and for a node ID 8, it is displaying the corresponding content. So if you remove this and replace with 7, then it should show the content related to node ID 7. Here it got changed. So friends, you can easily understand that the uses of a contextual filter. So here it may be a content name, it may be taxonomy is a classification as I described at the beginning. So if a taxonomy item may be related to multiple node IDs, and those list of node IDs will be shown for the taxonomy. And if it is getting nothing, then it should show the default results which I set in the contextual filter settings. So if you go down, you can see the list of contents which I shows set as default. So let me go back to this contextual filter and show you more things here. So if we click on content NID here, and if I want to show the list of contents for logged in user, so you can select from here the user ID from the URL, or you can select the user ID from the logged in user. So if you are asked to create a list of records to show the list of records for a particular user ID from the URL, then you need to select this one. Or if you are asked to create one set of records to display for a logged in user, you should select it from here. So this is one of the important features of Vue to display the dynamic records based on the dynamic arguments. Okay, so if I save this, it's saving, it's taking some time. In local system, it sometimes takes a lot of time to save. So it is showing the list of contents for the logged in user. So this is all about the contextual filter. So let me edit this view and show you the next item, relationship. The relationship is nothing but to set a relationship among the entities, or in a simple way I can say it will actually join two different tables. So for example, in this table, if I want to show the author for a particular content who created that. So you can do that using the relationship, so which you can find under the advanced section. So if you click on add, then let me search with author. So I'm selecting author and applying it. I need to select this requires this relationship. So I set the interface as content author. Now if you see in the query, it has actually added the users table. Okay, now let me add the fields so that I can understand that it is really connected between the two tables. So if I want to show the author name, so I'm selecting that. Let me select the name, created the content. So I just wanted to show who creates the content here, and I'm removing the contextual filter so that it would easy for you to understand, which will actually display the list of all contents here. So you can see in the preview section created the content. So if some other administrator or content editor or any other users is going to create this content, his name will show here as well. But since admin has already created this and no other users are available, so it is showing all are admin. So if I save this, it's taking time. Okay, so now this table is showing creating a relationship between the author or user table and the node table. So this way you can have set a relationship among different entities. It may be node reference, or you can just show various items using the relationship, and it seems very easy. And in this session we covered up a lot of interesting things which you can do using the views. And first the slideshow, then views, accordion, contextual filter, and relationship. In my next class I'll be showing a use case which will I create using the view fully.